to work anywhere than for someone to remain here unemployed. We struggle as much as possible to create jobs here, but those that are yet to be employed here and get an opportunity out there should go and work through the labor mobility program. We are not sending them away. We just encourage them to work anywhere and always be free to invest here and to return to their country.
Kindiki further revealed that some 200,000 young people had already benefited from the labor mobility program.
In terms of the labor mobility program, right now, approximately 200,000 Kenyans have benefited. They are very happy. We've got testimonials of some of them whom we have seen when they are departing. We've had testimonials from their families, even after those youths have gone abroad. They are very happy. And therefore, we want to upscale this to about 1 million.
Former Migori Governor Okoth Obado will now have to defend himself after the High Court ruled that he has a case to answer over the murder of Rongo University student Sharon Otieno. Also placed on defense is Obado's personal assistant Michael Oyamo and former county employee Caspal Obiero. The three were, however, acquitted on the charge of killing Sharon's unborn child. At the time Sharon was murdered in 2018, she was 28 weeks pregnant. Justice Cecily Githua agreed with submissions made by the defense by virtue of the Born Alive principle, which states that for a child to be a victim or anyone to be accused of murder, that child must be born alive. Basic Education PS Bailey Kipsang has said the 15,000 grade 9 classes the government has constructed are sufficient for the learners. Speaking at the Moi Forces Academy during the opening of 6 grade 9 classrooms, Bailey announced plans to construct more than 7,000 other classrooms.
Having done another assessment, we realized that we needed another 7,000 classrooms. I want to affirm today that we have mobilized the necessary resources to be able to build 7,290 classrooms. I want to confirm that resources have already been dispersed for the phase 4 of our work. In the course of the week or early next week, we shall be dispersing resources so that we can make sure that our children adequately settle in grade 9.
That's the News Wire. I'm Edwin Lisamira.
You are listening to The Spice Drive, only on 94.4 Spice FM.
Thank you very much, Lisa Mayer, for that one, by the way. And let us join him again at 6 o'clock. You see, and our guest was made that fantastic, terrific effort. With this rainy season, the rain is coming sideways.
Yes.
And he was telling us about the gridlock, the traffic. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing even hawkers or conductors, they're playing football in Tao.
Oh, really?
On the streets, yes. In the rain.
In the rain?
Yeah. Just know, they just need to inconvenience you, just to make sure you don't go anywhere. Iliwe funzo. So, but guess what?
Yeah.
If you had a bike,
mm-hmm. Oh, you'd have to go through all this.
You would be able to negotiate.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
To maneuver.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing that you're in this studio, by the way. And if you want to follow Irimo Mariam, what is your handle?
At Irimo Mariam on X.
All right, that is Irimo Mariam indeed on X. Now, speaking of bicycle and cycling, we have, before the news, we had his brand communications director at Loop. I met him during the month of December when we got involved in on-ground campaigns, the Loop Shopping Festival. Steve Kareki has reiterated, and he said that, listen, I thought the Loop Shopping Festival was over, but alas, no. It actually, and they say, good things come to those who wait. And it has been extended till this weekend, which means Saturday is first. And Saturday you'll be at Tatu City. Hopefully. Then the Sunday is 2nd. So it ends on 2nd of February, Steve.
Yes, it does.
We're talking about the Loop Shopping Festival. And if you have not registered, like Wadimu has just registered, by the way,
yes.
And you want to register and get yourself that Loop account, what you've got to do, Steve, is do what, please, brother?
So download the app, sign in, enter your details, fund your account, and start transacting.
Indeed. But now Steve was here. Obviously, thank you, by the way, for giving us that, I call it breaking news. And, oh man, hey, I've been using that account a good one. I've bought so many things that I've hidden in that house, you just no idea. I've just let the cat out the bag.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Loop. Let me tell you why, Numo. There's it's called, first of all, there's tile and carpet. Yeah. And then they were celebrating 40 years, Hot Point.
Yes.
The things I bought courtesy of Loop and the cash back. Ask me a question. Tell me what you can do with a vacuum cleaner. And then what I also got was the pressure cooker. And then also now I got, and just because, yeah, I got myself a kettle. And then now also just the kitchen, I did good things. But anyway, I digress.
And you know what I like about this? I usually struggle with using my card, my main account card to do international transactions because of course, fraud.
Yes.
The fact that I can use this, perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we're on. International player with a passport.
Yes.
Tell somebody. How would you know if you don't say? But listen, Steve Karuki is here. It's because 2024, Loop basically got on board with the Loop Safari Gravel Series. And last year, they went to, there were 4 events across the country. There was Nairobi County, there was Rift Valley in Naivasha, there were Elgeyo Marakwet in Intel last year, and then the coastal region of Kenya, which was in Kilifi County at the Vipingo Ridge. It is indeed a brand new year, and the Loop Safari Gravel Series is basically owned, organized, and run by Amani, with the Loop Digital Finance Services as the title sponsor. Now, you got to know that Loop is a subsidiary of NCBA Group, while Amani Project is a cycling super team that supports elite cyclists from East Africa. Now, like I said, this series started last year, and we did those 4 legs. Tattoo City is the beginning event for this year. It happens on Saturday, the 1st of February, Steve, right? And this year, what Loop has done is that they've elevated the experience for both cyclists and spectators by introducing new opportunities for engagement and connection. And also, Loop has introduced Machakos as a new destination for the second leg of the 2025 series for a fresh challenge to cyclists and a new experience to spectators. Steve, you know what? But just to paint the picture, brother, what is the Loop Safari Gravel Series?
So the Loop Safari Gravel Series is a series of cycling events that happen across the country. So for us, we looked at what are the things that our customers enjoy doing, what do they love doing, what can they actually do outside of just transactions. And cycling was one of the major things that they were involved in. And not only cycling, but physical fitness and wellness. So having been a brand that truly believes in enabling lifestyles for our customers, we ended up investing in the Loop Safari Gravel Series, and we went beyond. Our idea is to go beyond just your standard races. So we take Kenyans and anyone who comes for the series across the country, so that you experience the beauty that this country has to offer. Starting with Nairobi in Tattoo City. Then last year we took people to Iten, beautiful scenic landscapes. We were able to see the Rift Valley and see the majesty of this country. And then we moved it to Naivasha and closed off the season in Vipingo. So this year what we're doing is we're taking the same approach, but we shifted one of the routes to something closer to just make sure that everyone is able to see another side of the country. So starting with Tattoo City this weekend, and then moving it to Machakos on the 8th of March, and then Naivasha on the 15th, and finally wrapping it up this year in Vipingo on the 23rd of August.
Look,
the Tattoo City one is what you call on road.
No. So,
is it off-road?
So the Loop Safari series is actually gravel. Gravel is one of the fastest growing cycling wings, or other cycling types of cycling across the world. It happens off road, we actually we run away from tarmac. And reason why gravel is also very easy to start with and something which is growing very well is because look at most of the roads that we have in Africa, what we grew up with, what those
by the way,
unpaved roads. So it's easy for people to get into it. The equipment that you need for gravel racing is easy. Your mountain bike can race on gravel, and just with a few tweaks, your road bike can also be used on gravel, making it very accessible and very easy to start with. So that's why we went with gravel.
So registration, how much is registration? How do we register?
Yeah, so we for us it's more about building that community and making sure that anyone can participate. So registration is 1,500 bob, and this allows you to register for any of the 3 race options that we have. So we have a 20-kilometer loop for those who are just amateurs starting out. You're trying to get back on the saddle, like you, an example. Hopefully we see you on the saddle this weekend.
Yes.
We also have a 60-kilometer loop for the enthusiast, people who've enjoyed cycling for a while, and they're comfortable there. Right. And then now we have the professional race, which is a 120-kilometer loop.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. How do they register?
So all of it, just go onto the platform safariraceseries.com, click on register. It's the very first button on the very first landing page. You'll go through a field where you'll fill in all your details. If you have a club, just enter the club and make the payment, and you're all set.
Do you have a deadline?
So deadline was actually today. However, we've extended registration up until tomorrow 6 p.m. So anyone who is planning to come through, register before tomorrow 6 p.m. and you will be on the starting line.
Okay. Do you have bikes for hire for people who want to participate?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes.
So again, one of the biggest things we try to do is make it as accessible as possible.
Right.
And not everyone has a big bike in the house. So we always have bikes for hire at our events, and there will be bikes for hire during this status series. So you can come in, hire a bike from one of the vendors that we have on board, and be on the starting line.
At how much?
Around, usually depending on the hours, we are looking at around 1,500 bob.
That's good. Yeah. Now, Steve, for Saturday specific, you've told us how to register, where to register, and the cost implication. But tell us time, brother. What time do we need us a tattoo?
So
start time. Rather.
Start time. So the race officially shall start at 8. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. because that's when we have the major race briefing. Yes. So anyone who will be on the track will have to be at the briefing at 8. Sure. The flag off officially will be at 8:30, so that we also have enough time, because there are people who will do the 120-kilometer loop, which is quite long, and then also the people who do 20. So we'll phase out the flag off. The pros will go out fast, the 120 will go out fast, give it a slight lag, and then the 60s go out next, and then finally the 20s will go out last.
Is there finishing a tattoo?
Yes.
So tell us about the social activities that will be going on for the spectators. I'll be a spectator, you know.
No. You've got to get on the bike, by the way.
I'm coming with someone who's going to be on the bike, so I will be a spectator.
And your husband just does everything. You are just well done, honey. Go, baby.
So the good thing, whether you're cycling or you're coming to cheer on the cyclist, we have things and activities for everyone. So we have an amazing race village. We call it the Loop Village, where you get to enjoy amazing food from multiple vendors. We have music. We have entertainment for kids. We have an amazing kiddie village that you can have. You can let the young ones loose, and they'll have as much fun as possible. And,
Okay. So Steve, now that Mariam, that's a very important question, by the way. Now she's coming as a spectator. Her hubby is going to be on a bike. Spectators, sorry, did you ask spectators wanalipa kuingia?
Free.
No. So spectators absolutely free.
Good one. Now, Steve, last year it's the first time that we as Loop got involved in the gravel series, right? And you said this year we've taken it from E10, and I guess that's where we've transplanted it with Machakos this year, right? But that said, what milestones, if you now reflect from 24, brother. What milestones did the Loop Safari Gravel Series achieve through last year's inaugural series, brother?
Yeah, so for us, 2024 was an amazing year. So it was the first year that we took this show on the road. And being the first year, we were setting basically the foundation stone for everything. And we are truly impressed by how cycling has grown in this market, and we were able to actually host over 1,200 cyclists across the year. This is across all the legs. In addition to this, we had over 3,000 spectators coming in across all the events. And I think something to mention, which is quite important, is we were able to start putting cycling on Kenyan cycling on the global scale. For the first time, we had the first ever UCI accredited gravel race.
I saw that.
Yes. In Kenya. And for context, the UCI is the equivalent for FIFA in cycling. So it's a global governing body for cycling.
That's the one that governs the ones like what's the one that they do in France?
Tour de France.
Exactly.
Exactly. So the race in Naivasha was an amazing opportunity for Kenya, and we were able to put the country in the global space. The guys who participated in the Naivasha leg of the race were actually able to earn points towards becoming one of the global, actually winning the global or international gravel championship. Yes.
So yani it's like our version of the. Are you a rally fan? Hey, Miriam, we're in a sports, we are just not in the same WhatsApp group. Okay, now listen. So how does Loop then support the gravel series beyond your, sponsorship? So
for us, again, we are a lifestyle brand, and even our main purpose for this is to ensure that our customers are enabled as they live out their lifestyle. So we go beyond just the race itself. So we enable first and foremost our customers to get access to the gear that they need to participate in these events. Cycling, yes, gravel is easier to get into, but cycling can get a little bit costly. The equipment needed, the bikes, the helmets, the safety equipment, it comes at a pretty penny. So what we do through services like Loop Flex, which is our buy now pay later solution, cyclists are able to get access to gear and equipment and pay over a period of time. You don't have to take out your wallet and fork out $1,000 on a pair of tires for your bike. You can actually come onto Loop. You'll be able to discover deals for bikes and then pay over a period of time, making it easier for you to enjoy the sport you love and to make sure that you're actually living your lifestyle to the fullest. In addition to this, traveling to all these events is also something that you need to plan for. So we're able to design and curate deals and discounts for getting you the best hotels when you go to Vipingo, an example for the series, and just making sure that you, as someone who's passionate for cycling, towards cycling, you are able to actually live that lifestyle and get access to everything you need to actually go and race and enjoy yourself and be with your friends and family.
Oh, nice.
Steve, when I look at the recap of last year, brother, last year's edition, you had over 1,200 cyclists, over 3,000 spectators were in attendance. Okay. And basically, when we look even, and these numbers are impressive. The current numbers of cyclists in Nairobi, over 55,000, right? When you look at your crystal ball, SK, and you're looking into the future, right? What is your vision as Loop for this gravel series in the coming years, boss?
So for us, our vision is to develop first and foremost the sport of cycling to something that people, Kenyans from all walks of life, a boy in Iten can wake up and dream of becoming an actual professional cyclist. And they have the infrastructure and the events to actually go and test out their skill and learn from the very best. They have the supporting infrastructure from a financial services perspective to get the equipment they need. And they also have the sponsorship. Now, from a corporate sponsorship perspective, they have the right corporate partners who are investing in the sport to make sure that that young boy or girl in Iten or in Vipingo or in Machakos can actually live out their dream and grow to become a professional cyclist.
Do you know, obviously, Wairimu, we have reiterated, that we're talking about when we're talking about bicycles, not motorbikes. Because motorbikes, obviously, obviously they're electric bikes. Actually, the majority that we have on these main streets, clearly because they're borders, right? There are emissions in terms of the environment, not a good thing. I mean, we're having thunderstorms in January. We talk about climate change.
Yes.
Okay. And I looked, I saw that last year at every event, right, at every stage, we also, as Loop, we had initiatives like tree planting, which is a brilliant thing. So that said, I mean, what sustainability initiatives? We know what we did last year. And by the way, how's that going? We'll just elucidate for us. What sustainability initiatives, such as tree planting, are we doing this year, brother?
So I think it's important to note that for us, we don't approach sustainability as just any other corporate out there. For us, it has to be quite intentional. We believe in actually making the moves to leave a better mark in this in the spaces we operate in. Beyond just tree planting, we just don't want to plant trees and go away. Beyond just tree planting, what we're doing is trying to figure out a way to make sure that when we go to these particular events and set up camp there for a weekend, we are leaving that place better. We are actually injecting funds into that economy there through bringing the right people to these events, and they spend.
Yes,
they end up injecting capital in this economy. It ends up growing. When it comes to just your traditional sustainability bits, we are, from a group perspective, we are committed to revitalizing the forest cover in this country. So that's where tree planting comes in. And so far we've done, through this series alone, we've done over 1,500 trees, and we expect to grow this multiple times over this year. But beyond that, it's more of a commitment towards investing in the young people who are active and they're trying to build a future for themselves through giving them the right solutions for credit to believe in their businesses, the right tips and the right ways and education to save towards what they're trying to achieve, and even giving them the opportunity to work towards their talents and building their talents, if it's cycling, to make sure that they can actually earn a living from their talents.
Oh, good.
See, wax is lyrical, this one. You know. Now, Steve, you know, some. To be fair, I've done events, you know, and I've attended events, but and some might claim bias, but I love Loop events, brother. Now, that said, though, last year or the year before, I was in Hell's Gate, and you know, there was obviously, guys, there was a bike challenge. From where you sit, Steve Karaoke, my brother, what makes the Safari Gravel Series a standout event in the cycling community? I know you're not a cyclist, brother. Yani professional cyclist. I mean, clearly you are a cyclist, for we will cycle. But there's a cyclist professional, you know, those guys who are now even chopping teasy now as it rains. Yeah. And they're going to be there on Saturday. All right. Talk to me, man.
So I think the reason why we are different is that we don't believe in one hit wonder kind of investments. So the series in itself is designed to make sure that the person who comes and participates in the series has something that they can actually look forward to in the next couple of months. So you have multiple challenges that are spread out across the year that enable you to start off the year, and you have a very clear calendar that you can actually plan and build your skill across the year. In addition to this, we give a communal experience for during our events. It's not just come race, go home.
Yes.
We want cyclists to have a place where they can sit down, share ideas, share stories, share learning points, because you learn from your peers.
Yes.
You improve your skill from your peers.
Right.
So the village in itself is designed to make cycling beyond just the race,
right,
to go into now your family, your friends.
Right.
They can come in and see what you do, what you love. They can learn more about the sport, and they also have the vendors and the partners that they can they can actually use to improve what they do.
I like that, and thank you for segueing straight into that, Steve. But just for somebody who has just joined us, by the way, right? So you know what, we're talking about the gravel series, the Loop Safari gravel series, right? Now the first one is on Saturday, okay, at Tatu City. If you are racing, you need to be there by 8 a.m. because start time for the 120k is 8:30. And then we'll stagger them. Then for the 60k, is it how many minutes? Do you know? 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
So on average, give it 5 minutes.
5
or so.
minutes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally for the 20k guys. So Wairimu's husband is gonna be on a bike. So am I. All right. Now for my fans, the people who have just come carrying their bags and they want that entertainment. First of all, spectators is free, and we said registration that now it was supposed to end today, which is 30th, but we've extended it to Kesho Friday 31st, 6 p.m. Yes. And once again, you can get online right now and register. And what is that? Online, you go how, bro, Steve?
SafariRaceSeries.com. Just simply log in, register, select your preferred race loop, the 20-kilometer loop, 60-kilometer loop, and the 120-kilometer loop. You pay your 1,500 bob, and you're good to go.
And one question, please,
yes,
just in there.
Yes.
What about the vendors, if someone wants to be a vendor during this event?
So sadly, because of just how events work, we have already locked down registration of vendors right now.
Okay.
But we are more than happy to get people who want to come and partner for future events.
Right.
But for this Saturday specifically, because there's a lot of logistics around it, we've already locked down the vendors.
Okay, beautiful.
And for future vendors, they go onto that. They visit www.safariracesseries.com. They touch base with.
So they just go to the website again, SafariRaceSeries.com. There's a contact us page there with very clear information on how to reach us on email, on phone, and just type in your message, call us, and we'll be more than happy to engage you and to learn more about how we can work together.
Last year we had over 3,000 spectators, Steve. This year, once again, just paint the picture for us as spectators who are not us, Kina Wairimu, as spectators once they get to Tatu City on Saturday, brother. First of all, Kingilio is free, right? And then you've mentioned a village, and you can also, as a participant, hire a bike. And then remember, we fell off a bike, and remember that adage, Wairimu. Do you know, when you fell off a horse, you know, that's guys, but for I am English. When you fall off the Farasi,
yes,
you're supposed to get up and then get on the bike again. Yeah. So Saturday, I'm going to hire a bike for you, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm serious.
I'll hold you to that. Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
From my lips to your ears. Remember, we have a guest. So,
no, seriously.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So you can also hire a bike on Saturday. What else can we expect in the village, please, Steve?
So you're more than welcome to join us in the village. It's an amazing setup. You have amazing seating, chill out, watch all the action. We'll have a couple of screens for you to just follow what's happening on the tracks as you chill and just enjoy the mood.
Merry.
Yeah, make merry. There's amazing music playing. Multiple DJs will be coming in, and just to announce is that in the evening we have Grouchy coming to play for an amazing experience. experience for anyone who will be there.
Yes.
There's amazing food from some of the best vendors in town.
Yes.
Whatever you want to eat, they'll be there.
Right.
You also get to, if you want gear for cycling or anything else, even wearable tech. We have partners like Samsung who we work with very well. They are coming to work to showcase their gear there. So you want deals, you want to learn more and to get the best in tech.
Right.
Come to the day. We'll have amazing deals, discounts specifically for anyone who's at the event. So come ready to enjoy an amazing day with good food, good music, good company, and the Loop people.
Till later. What time does it close?
Hey, Grouch is going to be there.
I know.
Where?
So usually we try to stay late, but probably let's work with around 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair.
So you know what? It's the Loop Safari Gravel Series 2025. What is your message to participants, my brother?
So I'd say, first and foremost, thank you so much for believing in us and being part of the Loop Safari Gravel Series. We do this for you, the cyclists, the people who actually enjoy the sport. And this year we are promising an amazing experience. Again, a beautiful journey across Kenya as you discover all the best tracks that Kenya has to offer. We are also promising you amazing experiences at the village. We've gotten amazing feedback from everyone who came in last year, and we've actually put this in this year's calendar. So we are promising better, bigger, also better deals and better deals and discounts at the village, and even really good experiences for your friends and family when they come through.
I love it. You know, Steve Karaoke, when there's a Loop event, it's definitely guaranteed to be one of those ones, a memorable one. And this is the first of 4. It's 2025. And remember, this is about setting standards. It's the Loop Safari Gravel Series. Starts this Saturday. And if you are you're somebody who is into cycling, you know, that is the word that you should be using, not biker. Cyclists. Right, and we're talking about it's gravel, it's off-road. Back in our day, it was the BMXs, you know. So, man, in fact, I'm going to dust it off. What room we're on, by the way?
I am on. I'm definitely going there.
So we shall see you, Tattoo City, 8 a.m. if you are a cyclist, but start time is indeed 8:30. Registration has been extended paka kesho 6 in the PM. So just visit www.safariraceseries.com, and the entry fee for cyclists is only 1,500 shillings. If you're a spectator, like Wairumu will be spectating my brother.
No, you're getting
tomorrow.
me a bike, so I'm not a spectator anymore.
No, Skiza.
Yeah.
The bike is for you just to chapa laps.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sawa.
Hold on. No, you know, Steve is here. I pay for you to, I register for you to enter. And you'll do 20K.
No.
Okay.
No. The deal is you're getting me a bike. Whatever I do with it is my problem.
Sasa angalia sasa.
So ni sawa. That's why it's my problem.
You just park it somewhere and tell Grouchy, right?
Whatever I do with it is my problem. Yeah. If I want to go for the race, I'll register for the race, which I'm sure I won't be able to. But
but what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you the bike,
okay,
so that you can
just play around with it.
You know sights and sounds of Tattoo City.
Yeah.
Around the village, just ride around. See you.
That's fair.
I'm like, because we can do that as spectators, right?
Yeah, come through. Even if you don't get onto the trucks, there's a lot you can do at the village.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Safi kabisa. And I have a question on Loop.
Yes.
Sorry, on Loop. So you had spoken about loans.
Yes.
Let's talk about loans. What kind of loans are you offering?
So we have multiple loan options on Loop. So first and foremost, we have something we call an overdraft. So this is for just making sure that you're transacting. So picture you at a shopping mall, you're trying to buy something. But you're short of cash. You just need something to complete the transaction.
Yes.
So that's where the Loop overdraft comes in.
Limit?
It's all based on how you transact. You can get a limit of up to 100,000 Kenya shillings.
Yep.
What determines that?
So it's all based on how much is coming into your Loop account, how are you transacting, your risk profile. There are many things that we compute, but at the end of the day, the maximum you can get on overdraft is 100,000 shillings.
How long after registering?
So usually there's an observation period of around 60 days.
Okay.
Yeah, but depending on also how you come in, it's all personalized. That's why we say we are a lifestyle brand. It's personalized to you. It's based on how are you transacting, what are you doing, and that's what now determines what you get, how long, and how fast you can get it.
Okay.
Maybe to mention, on top of that, we have something we call a long-term loan. So this is something which is larger for those big ticket items. So this is up to 3 million Kenya shillings, unsecured, straight into your phone. And the application everything is done on your phone. No paperwork, nothing. And you can repay this over a period of 36 months, which is 3 years.
Interest rate?
Again, it's what we call risk-based. It's based on what you do, your behavior. So if you repay your loan in good time and you borrow and you're basically a good customer, you get better rates, you get better, you grow your you grow your limit. It's all based on how you behave as a customer.
I'm asking this question actually because I do have someone who wants to buy a bike, a very expensive bike. Actually, he's a biker,
nice.
So that would work for him.
That would work for him, but also there's something that we just added last year called Loop Flex. Loop Flex is what we now call buy now pay later solution. So maybe you want to buy a bike and it's, let's give a rough figure of 50,000 bob. You can actually you get a limit and you can actually go to the shop, pay for that bike from Loop and select Loop Flex. And as you are doing that transaction, you're able to set that repayment period based on what you'd like to be paying on a monthly. So an example, the bike is 50,000 bob and I want to pay it over 5 months. I'll just say repayable in 5 months, and then we'll be left collecting from your Loop account, and the merchant will never know that you actually took a loan for that. So we make it easier for you. It's more simple for you to keep on transacting and no one has to know.
Beautiful.
Nice, ne?
Very nice.
Oh, man. You've got to love Loop. It's always Christmas come early with these people, by the way. So, brand and communications director, it's from Loop. Steve Kariuki, thank you so very much for coming through, my brother.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm hoping I'll see you there.
Oh, Sato Asibui na mapema.
I'm waiting for that village.
We shall see you there and see you at Tattoo City on Saturday. Remember, if you want to participate, please, registration has been extended. Today is the 30th, let's be clear. To kesho, 31st of January, 6 p.m. What you got to do is just jump on there right now, and that is visit www.safariraceseries.com.
Right now, registration is only 1,500 bob, and let's see you at Tattoo City. For us spectators, remember Grouchy is going to be there later on in the evening, but there's a lot to do at the village as a spectator. Even please, for if it's just for anything, she was last on a bike when she was a teenager. You never mention a lady's age, but she was a teenager a long time ago. So come, and then let's make that an event also as well. No, it's too much pressure. No. Steve Kariuki, I'll see you on Saturday, brother.
See you on Saturday.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks.
Looking to upgrade your kitchenware, furniture, or electronics? We've got the best deals for you. Digger Shop, your one-stop online store for electronics, furniture, kitchenware, and more. Buy online now and enjoy fast and convenient countrywide delivery in just 48 hours. Here's the best part. Every Saturday from 6:30 p.m. you get exclusive discounts on your favorite items during Shop.Digger Show on KTN. So why wait? Visit shop.digger.co.ke.
The Spice Drive, spicing up your drive.